Hello everyone, welcome back to the John Owen Movie Channel, all things movies, all the time. And today's video, which is going to be my first on YouTube, officially, is Top 5 Christmas Movies. Now, when I was thinking about making this video, I was going to do Top 12, because like the 12 Days of Christmas. But, plot twist, I am not a huge Christmas movie guy. I don't know. Just never have been like a huge fan of Christmas movies. Now, obviously, there are some that I really like and really enjoy. Obviously, all of them on this list are going to be on here. So, but anyways, just not a big Christmas movie guy. So, I turned it down to 5 because I didn't want to just kind of say the same thing over and over again about, oh, it's a classic, 7 times and actually get into this top 5 and actually have something else to say. So, we're at 5. So here we go. Number 5, we have Iron Man 3. Now, I know what you're thinking. Haha, John, you are such a comedian. You've entered the comedy area. But Marvel wrote an official essay on why Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie. Because you know what? There's a lot of stuff that happens in this movie that directly relates to Christmas. It's set around Christmas. Some of the contingencies he has between Tony and Pepper are about Christmas in general, and the whole lead up to the final message that the Mandarin is sending is before Christmas. So, I think that it does qualify as a Christmas movie. And because it does, it slides into my number 5 spot. This movie, to me, is definitely one of the most slept on MCU movies. Because I don't really know why. It's really good. It's just as good to me as the first Iron Man movie. So, and say what you want about the whole Mandarin, Aldrich Killian twist thing, comic accuracy. I don't care about comic accuracy because I don't read comic books. So, whatever. I don't care about that. So that doesn't bother me. And actually, you better be glad that the Mandarin was different because let's just put it, would not be appropriate for today's audiences if directly adapted from a comic book. So, yeah, see, to me, the Mandarin thing works, and I really like Tony and all his suits and stuff like that. So, Iron Man 3 works for me as a great movie, and that's why it's number 5 on my Christmas list. Alright, number 4, now we're getting into what everyone else considered classic holiday movies. Home Alone. I mean, this movie is fantastic. There's not much. I mean, when you have Keep the Change, You Filthy Animal, and the trap scenes, I mean, you don't need much more else in a movie. I mean, these are 2 of the most legendary scenes in cinema. And this movie has that. And so, for me, you don't need much more than that. That's why Home Alone's great. And that's why there's 4 other ones. But none of them can touch the original, which is the case in most franchises. Obviously there are exceptions to that rule. But, Home Alone's just great. I was just popping in, watching on Disney Plus. Ooh, I love Disney Plus. Oh my God. I absolutely love Disney Plus. If you don't have Disney Plus, please get it. But back to the video. Number 3, The Grinch. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The one with Jim Carrey. This one is by far and away the best out of the 3 Grinch adaptations. The OG animated one, like in the 60s was good. But then this movie took everything that movie did great, except made it better and long, and it was obviously higher production budget, yada, yada, yada. They could do some more things. And, the story of the Grinch is, everyone knows it. And I think for people my age and, my older sister's age and younger like that, it's because of this movie. And, the Grinch is an iconic character just because of how popular this movie is. And then, this movie is definitely way better than the new Grinch that came out a couple months or a couple years ago or so. Sorry, Benedict Cumberbatch, you're a great Doctor Strange, but you're not a great Grinch. But yeah, Jim Carrey as the Grinch, absolutely outstanding. Baby Grinch is kind of cute. ugly, obviously, but he's kind of cute at the same time. So I appreciate that. This movie, like, I grew up watching this movie, so nostalgia, nostalgia. All right, number two, we have National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I think that this movie is definitely probably the least known out of the five on this list, except maybe Iron Man 3, but whatever. But this movie is by far the funniest out of all five on this list. And I guess the reason I like this movie so much is because me and my dad watch this movie all the time. So, it just reminds me of that. Watching movies with your family is one of the greatest pleasures we have in this life. And, this is a movie that we all five watched together. Because if you don't know my family, we all five have very different tastes in the movies that we like. But this is the one movie we can always all watch together. And I think that's just a testament of how great it is. It's funny, and if you haven't seen it, please watch it. But at number one, not really that close, is the stop-motion Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer movie. I mean, I love Rudolph. Period. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer song, this movie. I mean, Rudolph is just... I don't know why I like Rudolph so much. He's, obviously, besides Jesus, Rudolph is like my favorite Christmas symbol. I mean, he's what I think of when I think of Christmas. Obviously, besides Jesus. But, in this movie, there's so much heart and character, and I'm always amazed by stop motion. I mean, the work it takes to get these movies done and make it look right is... It's incredible. So I always appreciate, the work that goes into a movie, obviously. But a movie like this where you have to take it frame by frame by frame. You can't just roll the camera and film. These figures don't move on their own. This is not Toy Story. You have to move their hand ever so slightly. You have to move everything perfectly to make it all look right. And that's something I've always appreciated about stop motion. And this movie has so much heart and character and charm, and you throw Rudolph in there, and you just have a combination of a lot of things that I love and appreciate. And so it just climbs the ladder for me pretty fast and pretty handedly as my favorite Christmas movie of all time. So thank you for watching my top 5 Christmas movies of all time. I just want to send a little message out to everyone that is watching this video. Over the holidays, when you see your family and your friends, just tell them how much you love them. Because, the world is a crazy, crazy place, and you never know what's going to happen. And obviously, I don't wish anything bad to happen on anybody, but, just let them know that you love them and that you appreciate them, because that can really lift up someone's spirits. And that's what the holidays are all about. Getting with your family, feeling that loving atmosphere, and just feeling those good vibes that the holiday was meant to celebrate. Christmas isn't about the gifts and Santa and Rudolph and the Grinch and the elves. It's not about that. It's getting together with your family and your friends and those people that you love to celebrate those relationships that you have with each other. Just to enjoy each other's presence. Presence, as in Prensce. I think I spelled that right, hopefully. But, just tell your people that you love them, because you never know. And, yeah, I am very fortunate enough to where I see my family a lot. Not the people that live in my house, the people outside of my house. But, you may not. So, if you don't do that, just make sure that you tell them that you love them and that you're glad that they're in your life. And if you're not glad, then, fake it till you make it, because, holidays are awkward, so don't make it more awkward. Just tell them that you love them. That's all I got. So thanks for watching my video.